All right, guys, I am back, and it is the start of a new series, and this one is going to take us quite a while to get through. I'm anticipating probably 2-3 weeks at least. It's going to be Alice in Wonderland, and we're going down the rabbit hole. So that said, I've been collecting Alice in Wonderland items for a while. And then I ordered Mixed Media Minnesota's little kit that she had, and I normally would unbox it with you guys. However, some cute little collie got a hold of the box first, and he destroyed some of it. So the little stinker, I think I'm going to do a funny and keep this, and then I'm going to make him stamp his paw on it, and I'm going to use it as something in one of the Alice in Wonderland journals. So again, I can't show you most of it because a lot of the little pieces the cardboard pieces are no longer with us. So yeah, I mean, a little funny, little stinker, but yeah, Gracie just barely rescued the rest of it. So anyways, so you can tell he had fun with the stencil up here. So yeah, luckily, like I said, she saved the majority of it. The top is missing on this one because, again, he was having a gay old time, and there is a bite mark there. So we'll have to do a little, I don't think I can Bondo it at all, but yeah, the hazards of having adorable dogs, right? And then it came with the 8x8 pad. And these pads are, from what I can tell, all the same. This pad he had a little bit of fun with, so we'll have to kind of cut around to that. Thank goodness that it was dry weather when this all happened. Yeah, a little stink pot. And the big pad survived mostly, I think, because it was at the very bottom of the box. So lucky for him that it was not completely destroyed, or else I probably, I wouldn't have beat him, but I did scold him pretty good. Okay, so that's those right there, and a few of the chipboard pieces, I'll just show you this. A few of the chipboard pieces did survive. A lot of the little pieces are strewn all over outside. So, and then these, half of these are gone. And again, you can kind of tell they cleaned it up a little bit, but yeah, little stink pot. And then this, I don't know how it survived. Mostly, I think because it was still attached to the plastic. So yeah, I'm gonna use this for a cover piece, I believe. Okay. So then I also had a subscriber a while ago sent me this book. And I guess I wasn't really paying attention when I first got it, or maybe I did and I had forgotten, but it is all in French. So yeah, this is going to be a whole lot of fun to use this one. It's got a lot of the same images that we'll be using. It's definitely the Lewis Carroll version of Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, we're going to make some really cool ephemera with these. So yeah, as you can tell, it's very, very Lewis Carroll and not Disney Alice. So, and then, oh, I have to show you. I found these at Joann's, and it was on clearance. I don't remember for how much now, but check that out. I think it's going to go splendidly with the theme that we're doing. And then I found these too on the clearance rack. It looks like it's not all there, but that's okay because I think it was only like 50 cents. And yeah, I think this will be really cool to decorate some of those pages with. And in addition, we're going to be using some pages from Home Book and Treasure. Again, I'll have the links to these shops down in the description box. And I apologize. I would love to give credit to the person who got me the Alice in Wonderland journal. However, it's been so long ago, and the cards I had with them are no longer with them. So I know that she lives in Colorado. I know I still have the envelope they came in, and so I'm sorry, darling. Today I just can't remember. And I thought I had put the little letter that came with some of it in the Edith Holden book she sent me, but it's not there. So I'm going to have to do some digging on that. Okay, so this is the Home Book and Treasure Alice in Wonderland that I'm using. This one's a little bit different because it uses more like traditional colors, like the reds and the blues. I'm sorry, my printer decides on its very own exactly how it's going to print. So yeah, like I said, very traditional colors. And I haven't backed any of it yet because I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go with it. And I think there's going to be 3 or 4 Alice journals that we're going to work on in tandem together because I have so many ideas and not all the schemes kind of fit together. So yeah, there's that. So I'm sure you'll see these printed several times in several different ways. We'll use them in different ways. It was no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Yeah, how true is that? So that's the Home Book and Treasure kit that we're going to be using. And I may go, I know she has a tag package too. I may go get that one and download that one. And then I apologize because there's going to be duplicates of this one, pages, because my printer started messing up and printing lines in it. So I had to stop and like reset it and clean the nozzles and stuff like that. So these are my porch prints. I'm using 3 or 4 of her Alice kits. The only ones I haven't gotten so far is the Tea Time one and the tab package one. So you'll be seeing kind of a preview of all the other ones. So yeah, plus I do usually print a couple extra of the background pages because they make very good ephemera ephemera backings and, you know, collaging type things. So I'm thinking this first one was like a 13-page kit. So yeah, like I said, my printer likes to have a mind of its own in which direction it's going to print those sheets. I haven't figured out how or why it does that, but like I said, I will probably back most of this with either a cabbage dye or not cabbage, I'm sorry, avocado dyed. I usually just put it in my copier or my printer on copy and then just stick these pages back in and print on the other side to give it, so it's not a white background on the other side. So, and then this one is one of my favorite ones. So that first one I believe is like a 13-page set. This one is like a faded of the other one, and it's got like almost hidden little teapots in there. So, and kind of my idea is we're going to do a bold Alice. We're going to do a shabby chic type Alice. And then we're going to do a, not an everyday Alice, but kind of in between the bold and the shabby chic one. The shabby chic one will have lots of flowers and laces and girly stuff. So, and then I think I might do a grungy one. That one I haven't quite worked out yet, but so far I have ideas for like 3 or 4 covers. So, and this is the next kit, and I believe this one is 11 pages. As far as like background papers, the kits are probably much larger than I'm saying. I don't remember the exact numbers. I actually bought these kits 2 years ago. Like I said, I've been wanting to do an Alice in Wonderland journal for a long time. So yeah, that is the pages from the other kit. And then here is some of the ephemera that comes in each one of those kits. They print well. I like it. These I have printed on cardstock. So these will make fun ephemera pieces. Yeah, I love this. So we may end up, I was actually thinking a pocket like this might be kind of cute. I know I've done that in the past where we made like a jail cell and, you know, just some different ideas, but I was thinking a hat-shaped pocket would be really cute for one of them. But we'll do it with like book pages. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, all of these are just adorable, I think. So we are just gonna have a grand old time. So right after I'm done kind of flipping through these, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and then we're just gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna start preparing the covers. So that'll take up pretty much the first video. And then, like I said, we'll just do some ephemera. And just so you guys know, I've decided Mondays and Fridays are gonna be, Mondays will be those most viewed videos, and then Fridays are gonna be Amy's 50 stack challenge number 2. I've got them written down here, and I know I'm starting a little bit late, so I'll probably finish, assuming that it goes to the end of the year, I'll probably finish right around Christmas time, a little after, maybe even the first of the year, who knows. So I did that for 2 reasons. One, because of timing, hasn't really worked out just yet, but also because I wanted to give her a couple weeks to get a couple of videos filmed so that I can have that stuff out and then go to a different project or come back to a different project. So, aren't these adorable? I am gonna back these, like I said, with probably my avocado dye, so that they're not white in there. So yeah, and I thought, oh, it is. I was like, I thought there was some pockets that already came with it, and there is. So these are some of her stacked pockets, how they end up working out. So one thing I do like about my porch prints is it does give you like directions on how she had the idea of how you would put the pockets together. So like this would be your background. Pocket A goes on here, and then pocket B goes on top of this one, and then pocket C goes on top of that one. So they're pretty fun pockets. So I may end up printing several of these. I have kind of a crazy idea since we're going down the rabbit hole, so to speak. And I may, like I said, I may end up going and getting the rest of the packs from my porch prints, and I probably will go get the other one from Home Book and Treasure. And like I said, all 3 of those shops that I got stuff from, I will list below. I think the Mixed Media Minnesota only had like a couple of those kits left. So, but at any rate, it's Stamperia packs, so you could at least go find them on, if she's out of them, then definitely like try to go on like Amazon to find it or whatever. All right, so I'm gonna pause the video, and I'm gonna go get the stuff for the covers, and then we'll just start building the outer covers, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, see you in a minute. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you kind of, we're gonna use one part of this for one of the journals, and we're gonna do a little bit, this, I think that one's gonna be the bold one. And we'll, each cover will have its own video, so we're not gonna mismatch, you know, it'll all follow. Oh, the puppy is playing with her little toy. Isn't that great? She's trying so hard to be cute. Sorry, I mean, she is cute, but. Okay, and then I got this a while ago at Hobby Lobby, so I have no idea. It's a paper studio, and I don't have a SKU, but it's, I've had this for a long time. So the one I'm gonna use in this one, well, I'll probably use a couple of them. And I originally got it because it had the circus there, but it's a heavier cardstock. Let's see, where is it? There. I'm gonna use these, and we're gonna do something kind of cool. This one's gonna be more of like a mixed media type cover. So yeah, we'll use those right there. And then, the other one, the Shabby Chicy one, I think is gonna be more like laces and stuff on the front. So yeah, when we get to that point, I'll show you kind of that, but those are the 2 right off the bat that we're gonna do. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I told you guys, go stock up on the Christmas boxes, and I'm gonna show you how to make an easy journal cover. Of course, this is we have to do some cutting down and things like that to make it fit exactly what we're doing. Let's just do some preparation. I usually use the ones that have like the designs on them as the backing part. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna instruct on one, and then we'll do some cutting, and then you'll kind of see it come to fruition. And when I cut these off, we save those because those make like great backings for pockets and other building things that we're gonna do. Okay, so this particular one, and again, we're gonna end up cutting it down. It's like 14 3/4 by 9 and 9 1/2, give or take a little bit. So I do it a couple of different ways, but the easiest way right now is we're going to take and gently kind of bend up the one side here, and we're going to go to this edge right here of this side here, okay? And as straight as you can, you take it and you're going to put a small crease in it, okay? Don't be too rambunctious to get an exact fold in there just yet, okay? Okay, so we're going to open it back up, lay it flat. We have kind of our indentation here. We're going to take this here, and we're going to bring it in this direction, and we're going to gently fold it down like so. And we're going to put just a light crease in there, okay? And you don't have to do it this way. It's just an easy measurement piece, okay? And I'll show you the benefits of doing it this way in a minute. Okay, so in essence, we now have the outer makings of our journal here. Okay, so now what I do is I kind of go in here and I just destruct the boxes to get it laying flat, okay? And the reason I bought that big pack, I think it had like 10 boxes in it, and I only paid $3 for it. So, and really when you get the top and the bottom of your boxes, that's essentially, you could, if you have other backing papers like cereal boxes and stuff, you really could get 20 journal covers basically out of $3. So that makes it pretty cost effective if you're gonna build journals like this, okay? So, and you don't have to be overly straight on this because we'll take it to the cutter and we'll straighten it out. It's a little bit time consuming constructing these things, but if we save a little bit now, right, then our projects usually go better. Okay, and like I said, I save these because we can use these as little pockets, especially like our stacker pockets. Now what I'm going to do is kind of go ahead and go back through and kind of crease it down a little bit more. And you know what, sometimes they crack, and that's okay because we're going to build it up. You can also use those extra pieces I just took. You can use those as spine reinforcement, okay? Okay, so we have the beginning stages. Now we need to get to cutting it down. And give me just a second because I gotta get my cutter out here. Oops. Okay, now what I do is I usually set this here, and hopefully your cutter is strong enough to do this. We're going to go to 9, so I'm just going to make one cut first. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it and mark it up to the 9-inch so that we have, actually I'm going to line it up with this line down here instead of trying to use that other edge. And then I ended up cutting most of the crack off, okay? Okay, now we're gonna take this and put it at the 6-inch mark, and we're gonna trim off that. And you wouldn't even have to necessarily because you have your spine and everything in there, okay? Okay, so now we have our 9 by 6 journal cover, or at least the beginnings of it, see? Like this, okay? So I'm gonna set that aside, and we're gonna do that a couple more times just to get them prepared. If you're fighting the corners, like if you have some arthritis or whatever, I'm gonna show you the other way you can go about doing this. That you can get the same results, but it'll be less layers for you to try to fold with, okay? And sometimes, depending on, what was I gonna say? Depending on, like, physical ability and stuff, like, just, yeah. There's always easier ways to go about doing the same thing, so. Okay, so all I'm doing is I opened it up like you saw, and I'm just taking the top and the bottom off, okay? But I'm gonna leave these, okay? Oh, she is full of it today. Oh, puppy. Again, we're going to save those so that we can make our spines thicker. Okay, so with these 2 edges, see it's a little less bulky, so it'll be easier for you to line it up. There's one side. Now, can you just go to this other side and line it up? Okay. Now, you could now cut your pieces down, and then you can leave these flaps. Oh, what is she doing? Hazel, get over here. So you can leave the flaps if you wanted to kind of cover it. In fact, should we do that? Should we leave these? And we'll just clean up the edges, like the top and the bottom edges. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that can happen? We can always take it off later, right? Yeah, you stop being naughty. I'm gonna call your mommy out here. I don't know that I've ever done it to where I've left that. So this will be an interesting new experience for all of us, right? Okay. Get that out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off just so it's not impeding on our cut there. Okay. Trim that off. Kind of straightened up there. All right, so this will be our second journal cover here. You know, I think I might actually like that. Huh. All right, well, we're gonna go with it. All right. So I was trying. Sorry, I'm thinking too hard about this stuff. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make this one. So we have 3 of them done, and then I can always make the 4th one off camera, right? Because I think I only brought 3 boxes over here. 1, 2. Oh, I guess I did bring 4. Okay, well, what are you doing? Yeah, she's been kind of a stinker. I know. I'm not saying she's necessarily being a problem. I'm just saying she's being kind of a stinker.
Ow! Just knocked her head in my chin.
Say hello to everybody while you're here.
What?
So say hello to everybody while you're here. Now it's playtime. Great. We love it.
It looks like she's gonna bark, so that's why she should.
Her bark during one of my videos? That would be weird.
You keep blaming her for barking, but a lot of time it's Piper.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, so you know what, guys? I think I might end up leaving 2 of these like that. I kind of like the concept. And I'm thinking it'll be an interesting journey to see how that ends up playing out. Because I'm starting to get all kinds of ideas. Hi, Hazel. Gracie picked her up and put her like right near my shoulder. She's a sweet little girl. She's trouble, but she's sweet.
She's a stinky dog, too.
Yeah. You know, so, you know, I know a lot of you guys will understand the reference I'm making. But you remember Charlie Brown and Pigpen and how stinky that one was? Both of Grace's dogs are like Pigpen. Like,
Domino just sheds everywhere.
yeah, her lab, he stands up and shakes and it just like falls off. Like, remember like those little, I don't know what they would call them exactly, but like smell marks or whatever that Pigpen used to, like, you know how like in the cartoon it did like the quotation-y type things. Yeah, that's Grace's lab. And then her, she has an Australian cattle dog named Hazel. And that dog just stinks. Like, I don't know, like Grace can bathe her and like hours later she stinks again. I don't understand it. She is smelly. Yeah, and she likes to herd everything and everybody.
I mean, it's in her genes.
It is in her DNA. So yeah, it's very interesting because we have 3 herding breeds. And when you take them out for walks or whatever, or like let them run, yeah, all 3 of them are chasing each other and trying to herd the lab. It's rather funny. It is a good time. They do make us laugh on walks because they're just, you know. For those of you that are new, I have a smooth coat collie. Not a border collie, but a smooth coat collie. And then Grace has 2 dogs, a lab who we rescued years ago, who is very old. And then her Australian cattle dog, which is a red, she's like a reddish color. And then we have our little mutt Piper, who is, hey, quiet down,
Piper is.
Yeah, I see where Piper is. She's staying out of the fray.
Okay, let's go outside for a minute, guys. Come on.
So yeah. Piper is Australian Shepherd, German Shepherd. What is the really small one in that whole herding thing? I can't remember. Mini Aussie. So she's got regular Aussie, mini Aussie, German Shepherd, and I can't remember what the other one was now. But so she kind of looks like a little Rottweiler, and she's got like the body of a mini Aussie, and then but her face looks kind of like a little Rottweiler mixed with a German Shepherd. She's a pretty little thing, but
she has short hair.
Yeah, and she has short hair, not like a German Shepherd. So it's I don't know. Oh, Domino, she went and left you, didn't she? All right, so we got that one. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these edges off. And then we'll do like we did the first cover. So we'll do 2 and 2. And worst case scenario, we decide we don't want those flaps, and then we'll just take them off. So, and I think for the purposes of time and video, I will only cover one, like layer up one of the journals with you, and then I'll just layer up the rest of them off camera. That'll also give me time to kind of load these videos. Okay, so let's do some first. Excuse me. How rude of me. Hiccuping in the middle of a video. Jeez. Okay. Again, we'll just open it up and do 6 inches here. Okay, so those are 4 bases. Oh, and I'm going to run out of room over here. Okay, so then we know that it's 6 by 9. So now we got to kind of pull all of these apart. And like I said, I'll show you the bases of it, and then I do, but go ahead and wash a load or 2.
We really want to take that down.
Oh, you hush up. Yeah, the Christmas tree's still up. And all the times that I plan to do it, then, you know, plans change and I get distracted and, you know. I'm going to try to get it down this weekend. It'll just have to be what it is until it's not. I kind of have enjoyed it being up longer. I don't know. For me, Christmas is like a soothing time of year. So, I don't know. I mean, I know it isn't for everybody, but for me it is. Okay. Slip this in, trim it off. Take just a little bit more. Okay. Cut this edge off. Okay. Now, I'm going to use, not all the way up here, I'm going to use this side here for the 6 inch, and I'm going to go just a little bit smaller than the 6 inches. But I'm going to line it up on these lines here instead, because I haven't cut the top straight yet. So just a little bit under, let's see, just a little bit under the 6-inch mark, because it's going to go on the inside of the it's going to go on the inside of the cover. Okay, now that I have those done, now I can go up here and I'm going to trim a little off each one, right to the 9-inch marks there. Okay, and I'll clean this one up. So I guess too, it depends on what you're planning to use as far as like your cover, like your materials, because technically you could just build this up with cardstock, you know. Okay, so then how wide is our spines? It's a little under 2, so we'll err on the side of caution, and we'll go, we'll just go right under the one, right in between 1/2 and 1/4. Right there. That might even be a little too small. Nope, it actually is not. That's about right. Okay. Let's cut this one down to 9 as well. And I usually do 2 pieces per journal. So what I was saying is really, I mean, if you take into consideration, like if you need to do if you were to split it, if a 10 pack of those Christmas boxes, really you could say that you could get 10 full journals out of it if you're backing it with this stuff. I can't remember where it was exactly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, over from the 5. Okay. That one off, and then we'll really square it up that way. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use these 2 here. Okay. So let's get to putting that together, so you can kind of see. That's why I said that's why we save these, is because then we can use those for spine reinforcements, or you can use them for tags, or you know, whatever. Waste not, want not, right? So really, what would that be? If it were like an even $3 into 10, that would be about 30 cents for a cover, give or take a little bit, right? I think I have that right. Okay, so another thing I tend to do, since this is a slick side, I tend to put slick side to slick side so that I have basically essentially a rough cover. And this is a little bit, let's do, because I'll have to cut these a little bit bigger because I didn't cut this off, so our covers will be a little bit bigger. So let's use these ones because these should be just about right. Just a tiny bit smaller. And we're gonna line it up with the outside of the journal because chances are we're gonna use fabric and laces to really strengthen this particular area right here, okay? I adhere my stuff with the Fabri-Tac. You really can use just about any glue you want as long as it will stick to slick surfaces. Because what I want to have happen is that it goes, my media that I'm putting on the other, like on these sides, I want it to be able to stick, and sometimes different medias won't stick to that, right? And again, you can cut these just a tiny bit bigger. You could cut it right at the 6 and then trim off the edges if you're worried about that. But I'll show you the other reason why I don't do that. And remember, we don't want to really do a whole lot. After we get our bases all glued together, you want to leave it and let it sit. You want that glue and the paper to have its turn to dry out. In my opinion, it just leads to a healthier, stronger journal. If you bend things too fast, then it wrinkles and warps and stuff like that. And then this little centerpiece here, you want to kind of just try to eyeball, you know, where it's like right in the middle. And this will give the signatures the support they need, okay?
I think that's the palms that has the overcomes on it.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it over, and then I'm gonna put this remaining piece in here. I know the camera probably won't pick this one up as easily because it's going on card, or you know, the cardstock look on cardstock look, so. All right, so that, ladies and one or two gentlemen, then, or maybe 3, I'm not sure. That is the beginning of the base. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this one a video, and then I'm gonna build our bases, and then I will be back in the next video for the next part of like the first cover that we'll work on. All right, guys, I hope you're all doing well, and I will just talk to you soon. Bye.